Hello everyone, welcome once again to Investing with a Difference. The good news is Rex is live. That means you can immediately start buying Rex. What it means is you're just simply depositing your EOS into a community pool which will start earning interest. Now this interest is very useful because the good news about Rex is it can only grow. We talked about it in the previous part 1 of our guide, but now we are going to actually demo you how to buy on the live mainnet. Again, let me remind you, be safe, be very careful on what we are telling you here because it's teaching you the basics of safety rule, because Rex cannot lose you money. The only thing you can do is you can actually risk your tokens by making a mistake on what you're doing. So our goal is to make it very simple for you. We will get into details, but let's use EOS Authority portal, which is one of the best portal. They have been the expert on Rex. They are the block producer responsible for getting us this Rex at this stage of approval. So I really love their portal. So let's go and use their portal. I will put the link down here. So remember, first of all, you need to vote. I think most of you who are with Investing with the Difference, you're already proxying with us or you're directly voting. But if you're not, if you use the link below in this video, it will automatically assign proxy to us. Of course, if you don't want to go with that approach, you can always go to the vote tab and you can select your own block producer or other proxies. So no problem with that. But let me skip that step because I'm sure most of you are already voting. And let's go and say use our Investing with a Difference account. It will analyze what we can do. I can buy Rex using Investing with a Difference. So I already bought a little bit while I was testing this feature, and it shows me how many Rex we have. So this is not very important because for every EOS when you convert to Rex, it gives you 10,000 or little more, because as the Rex value is accumulating, it started with 10,000 Rex. So let me focus on, so you can sell Rex if you've already bought when it is mature. So as I explained you in the previous video, it takes 4 days and little more, because there is a timeline when it happens every day on a certain time. So 4 days and a little above that it will take to mature. So this is my recently bought Rex, but let's go back to how you will be doing it. What you will do is you will buy Rex. You can select how much you want to uh, move to Rex, that is liquid EOS, CPU, staked, how much of this you want to take. And you can select, for example, 10 from my liquid, uh, 20 for my CPU. So, and most of you, I'm assuming that you are already staking your tokens. And so most of this tokens should be in the staked account, and you can just say buy Rex. By the way, if you are the first time to this interface, the interesting thing is it will not show you all these details. It will allow you to move all of your funds. Also, there is a max buy max option, and that's also very useful. Now let's say I buy Rex, then it allows you to either log in with Scatter or a hardware ledger, or your mobile wallet if you're using these app inside the mobile wallets. As I explained to you in some of the previous videos on Token Pocket, you can actually go and log in to this site. But I think the best way is to use Scatter, which I always use, and it's connecting to Scatter, and I will submit my transaction and my Rex is bought. Just give it a few seconds while it is signing the transaction. It will pop up a Scatter and I will approve the transaction. Now one thing also you need to all learn about Rex is after 4 days of maturity, it will automatically be liquid. So just like we had the unstaked tokens, the Rex can be sold into EOS and they become liquid EOS in your balance. So you see here, once you see come to your account again after buying Rex, you can say how much Rex you have, and you can say stake my Rex. That means now you decide when that 4-day period starts. So you just say stake and you update, and again you approve the transaction. It's as simple as that. So one thing is you're converting your EOS into Rex in a very simple manner. Second thing is you are simply putting them in saving so that nobody can withdraw from Rex without you unstaking it, and making it possible for somebody to go and sell those tokens if you lose your active keys. So let me reload. I'm reloading this page, and in the meanwhile, now what this is the EOS Titan interface, which is again great. So you can just simply log in. So I have already logged in, but it is the same process. You will use Scatter to log in here. You will either lend all EOS, it will leave one EOS, one CPU, and one net in. So instead of like what we saw with EOS Authority, they have chosen 5 remaining if you choose max, and 1 in the net. In EOS Titan, they are choosing 1 in the CPU. So basically, you need to leave something in the CPU to be remaining when you're choosing max. So again, I want to show more tools here, so I'm just using some part of my EOS and not all of the EOS into Rex. So let me go and lend. So any of the tools you like, as long as you're using Scatter already, and if you're not yet set up with their wallet, especially using Scatter or something on the web browsers, I'm sure I have not yet tried with Greymass. I'm sure they have already started integrating this, and they must have it up and running. We will definitely do a video on that if whenever we try that. So now let me allow this transaction, and even on EOS Titan, I think it's pretty easy interface. In the meanwhile, let me see, okay, the updated interface on, okay, I think I lost my recently closed tab. Okay, by mistake I clicked closure of the tab. So let me open this again on EOS Authority, and where we are. So it's and this is successful. In the meanwhile, the EOS Titan is successful. I bought more of my Rex, and as you can see, it's showing you all the statistics, just like EOS Authority was showing how much of the Rex you have uh, and how much is the value in EOS terms. And right now in my savings, I have not put everything because I just bought new Rex here, so I can move that into the savings. Similarly, you can do the same thing on blocks.io. They have a tab for Rex, and it's we already reviewed this in the previous video. So it's again a great thing. You can simply select how much you want to buy from liquid tokens, and then you can buy from stake tokens. Either way, so what it means is across these various options, you need to make sure to keep your tokens safe. You stake your Rex. As you're buying more and more Rex, you should put them into savings so that they don't become liquid after 4 days. And let me do this again for my EOS Authority. I just really like this, and this is very easy to see what you're doing. Like you are staking your Rex so that they cannot be withdrawn. On the other hand, if you go to your monitor now, so what happens after you actually go and let me approve this. In the meanwhile, I am checking my account. Now, if you go to blocks.io, you are seeing that you already have Rex up worth 174.36 EOS, and I still have some stake tokens. I would ideally convert these after this video, most of them into my Rex, because all these stake tokens. The only difference is unstaking used to take 3 days. Now the Rex unstaking takes 4 days or little over 4 days. So for you, effectively it's the same, but you are going to accumulate interest. Now let's talk about that part. So transaction is successful. I moved into the savings. Now let's talk about Rex statistics again. And actually, let me go to EOS Titan because they also had a market page, and they show you how the Rex price is growing. By the way, it's growing very slowly. So if you look at it, when it started, it was 0.0001 price, which was basically one uh, EOS gave you 10,000 Rex. Right now, after the borrowing, so there is a borrowing going on, as I showed you, and also there is a system fees like a name fee and the RAM fee. That has increased the price of the Rex from 0.001 to 0.001, and it's a very very small increment. If you see here 0.00781 or something like that. Now this is a very small yield because it is just started, and as I told you, the Rex price will only increase, it can never go down. So this will keep accumulating in your account, so you're not really missing out much, even though this chart looks that, oh, there is a lot of price increase, but if you look at the decimal places, the actual increase is very very small because the scale is very small. But over a period of 6 months, 1 year, and if this borrowing, the cost is coming down right now, and as the borrowing cost can spike if there is a lot of DApp activity, which we are expecting in near future as more and more EOS DApps are launched. So this is going to give you how much return you are going to get. So it's a great tool. It's a great change. I hope it's very easy to understand. So don't worry about hurrying up. As I showed you, I'm still doing it slowly because I wanted to show these things. I wanted to experiment with all the tools. Of course, you can choose max when you are converting into Rex. And as we can see, a lot of people are already moving into savings, but a lot of them are not, because right now for next 4 days there is no risk. But after 4 days, whoever already put into Rex, they will start maturing. Like this 22 million EOS are now sitting in Rex, and the big portion people are not putting in savings, which is not safe. If you lose your active keys, it's almost like keeping your EOS in liquid state without staking. So remember. So now let's summarize. If you are new and if you're not yet started, if you go to EOS Authority page, we will give you the link. You enter your account name. Let me try with B1. So I don't want to use investing with the difference because I already bought Rex and my view has changed. So let's say if you are block 1, you come here, you will see total available EOS in your account and you can choose max. Except for 6 EOS, it will allow you to just say get Rex, and of course I cannot click it because I don't have the authority or I don't have the keys in my scatter to approve this transaction, but that's all you need to do. And of course, if you want to keep using the resources, CPU and net more than an average account owner like 5 or 6 EOS, you will keep more and you will choose only 50% or something, or you can just use custom link and choose exactly how many you want to move out of liquid, CPU, and from staked. And that is exactly all you need to do. Just remember that as soon as you buy, so let me move to my account now. After you buy, the only other step you need to do is, okay, I think I entered wrongly. So if the only other thing you need to do is to move the bought Rex into savings because you want to keep them staked. So let me load my account. So this is the option now. I do have more Rex because I recently bought again while I was showing you the demo, and I need to go, let me not do this because it usually takes some time. So you just need to move it to saving and you can unstake it anytime you want so that you can withdraw that into your liquid EOS. So all the best. I think as I explained, this is very, very critical change. It will bring a lot more voters. What we are learning is all these new people, these tokens which are staking, many of them have never voted before. I was talking to EOS Authority. We have seen almost 2 to 3 million jump in the new voters. And this is just first 12 hours of Rex. Hopefully, this will keep growing and it will make a big difference in EOS ecosystem. It will give you passive income. It will make a difference in how the more and more people participate in voting, as well as for loans. As you can see, it's growing while we are talking. More and more people can loan this kind of cheap resource on EOS, and dApps can now really make use of CPU and bandwidth much more easily and much more cheaper way. And most important thing is you never lose control of your token. So finally, that's one safety message. Because it's a new thing, a lot of people might be coming and asking you, oh, buy Rex and withdraw your tokens and send it to us, just because we have learned it over the previous version of leasing token, that is on Chintai, where you had to send your tokens. I just recommend you don't do that anymore. Use Rex, because now you are in control of your vote, you are in control of your tokens, and you can get these passive rewards. While they are very, very slow rewards, I'm sure as the EOS goes viral, as we see more and more dApps coming, this will keep accumulating. Moreover, the system fees is a big difference. You are seeing RAM fees when the RAM is traded, or when the premium names are traded on EOS. All that is accumulating into Rex, and I'm sure this will make a big difference in long run. And either way, these tokens are just adding. The EOS tokens are growing in your account using Rex, and it's a no-brainer for anybody who is holding the EOS token for long term to go and buy Rex. So thank you once again for joining. Do share this video and do subscribe and like our videos so that more and more people can learn about this amazing opportunity where the system is providing you a fair and resource-based rewards. Nothing to do with selling your vote. No, you can vote to anybody you like and still get the system rewards. I think this is a great, great experiment, continuously maturing as EOS, as a ecosystem, as a blockchain, and I'm really excited how it takes us forward. Thank you. Bye bye.